And I don't want to jump on you.
And they get small
What?
Molly's, and at the end, you know what?
Sorry. Sorry, I'm going to stand in front of you, but only for a moment. Hello, everyone. Welcome and thank you for coming. This is a very special story time. I know story time has been inactive for a little bit. I'm going to bring it back, I swear. I still love picture books, but I'm very glad that you all joined me to celebrate someone else reading. So I'm going to hand it over to Ellen Mayer, author of Gift in Box. And we have a very special treat in live music. I hope you all brought your dancing shoes. Excellent. Well, if you will join me in a round of applause for our author and our musician. Excellent. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you two.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello, friends. Hello, everyone. So, you know what we're doing here today? We're celebrating what's called a book birthday. Isn't that strange? You know what a book birthday is? It's when a book is published and goes out on the shelf. So what do we do on birthdays? We sing happy birthday. So will you join me in singing happy birthday to Gift in Box? What do you think? Yeah? Everybody ready? Okay.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gift in Box. Happy birthday to you.
And there's one more verse.
This book is brand new. It's made just for you. Now, happy birthday, dear Gift in Box. Happy birthday to you.
So, yay, Gift in Box. So this book was actually had its birthday about 11 days ago. And for some strange reason, maybe Cliff can help say, all books are born on a Tuesday.
My theory is, at least in part, it's because music is on, Friday? New music drops on Friday. So it's going to take over the early part of the week.
I think it has something to do when the New York Times bestseller list comes out. But anyway.
Maybe that also.
Anyway, so we're going to celebrate his birthday, even though it was 11 days ago, okay? Yeah. So what do you think about this cover? Oh, first I want to tell you about the illustrator. I wrote the words, Ellen Mayer, and Brigitte Magro made the pictures, and the pictures are phenomenal. And she won a special honor with these pictures. This book is on display at the Society of Illustrators for a special show all about picture books this year. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, what do you say? What do you think about this cover? What do you notice? Yes?
There's like a little card on it.
A little card. And there's a bow. What do you think it looks like? What do you think? I think it looks like a present. I think it looks like a gift. And it's about a gift, right?
It says Gift in Box.
It does indeed. It does indeed. I think it looks kind of like a gift. And I think this looks like wrapping paper. What happens if we take the wrapping paper off? What do you think? Should we say, you ready for a surprise? Because when you unwrap something, there's a surprise, right? What's underneath?
A box.
A box. This is called the hard casing. For adults who are into Kidlit at all, I'm doing what's called the whole book approach. See, underneath this box. And I'll tell you some special clues about a picture book. When you open up the end paper, that's what these are called. Even though they're in the beginning, they're called the end paper. There's some special clues. Any idea, anyone? Yes.
There's some hearts over there.
There are some
There's
hearts.
an arrow that's going to some hearts.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a finger that's going right.
You know what this is? Does anyone know what that is? Yes.
Is that a postal stamp?
It's a postal stamp. And it says, from Grandma with love. Postal stamp doesn't really say that, but this is a special thing the artist did. And what other clues do you see? What does it say? parcel, fragile. And what do these look like? Yes,
More stamps.
more stamps.
I
So,
know.
yeah, so somehow I think this is a book about the mail or mailing something. So I have some questions to ask everybody. How many people here have mailed a letter? Okay.
Me and Pio have mailed one to each other.
To each other?
We have not. A little kind of. Not
Kind of.
We have not actually. We have a fake mail thing when I was a little bit little, where I could open it and we put letters in it and
Oh, inside your house?
two things. And it's impossible to mail a letter to someone else in their house. Technically, it's impossible without going through the mail.
And this is quite true. So let me rephrase my question. How many people have mailed a letter in one of the big blue mailboxes you see out on the sidewalk? Wow, lots of you. Okay, here's a hard one. How many people have been inside a post office? Okay, the pandemic has changed some things. Yeah. And everybody who has received a package, clap your hands. Everybody here has gotten a package. Yay, packages!
I've gotten one for me for pull-ups.
How about we read the book, okay? You think finally we should read the book?
Yeah.
So we have a little bit of an idea what it's about, right? Let's see, maybe.
Title page.
Oh, we'll come back to that. Remind me, okay? Ready? Can everybody see?
Yes.
Gift was a gift. Box was a box. Together they were a package. Gift's purpose was to delight. Box's purpose was to protect. They were on their way. See where they are? They're at the post office. The journey ahead was long. They were not priority mail. Being a package was not always easy. Sometimes the journey was boring. When will we be there? Asked Gift. Sit tight, replied Box. We're still waiting at the post office. Sometimes it was bumpy. I'm upside down. Oh, who's thinking? Oh, I'm upside down, whined Gift. Why don't you practice your headstands? Suggested Box. Sometimes it was very scary. See, this is a big ship called a freighter. See?
Container ship. It's also can be called a container ship.
Thank you. You're absolutely right. It's a container ship. And they're inside the crate here. Sometimes it was very scary. Where are we now? Asked Gift. We're lifting off. Guess Box. Hold on. Whoa. They're probably swinging, don't you think? Like, and they can't see anything. Sea spray blew across choppy waves for days and days. I don't feel good, moaned Gift. And neither do I, groaned Box. Truck exhaust spewed out into the city street. It smells bad in here, sputtered Gift. Box sighed. Now, all you kids, can you repeat? Can we be Gift? Let's say what Gift says. It smells bad in here. Let's try that again, okay? It smells bad in here. And grown-ups, how about you sigh? Gift was not always delightful. Protecting Gift was often challenging. Occasionally, being a package was fun. So here they're on a conveyor belt. And they're big sorting facilities where mail goes first before it comes into your community. And that's where they are now. They're traveling around on these conveyor belts being sorted to the right community. But the fun could turn frightening. Whiz! Thunk, thunk, thunk! Help! Shrieked Gift. Don't worry, Shadowbox, I've got you. Oh, look! Look what happened to Gift. I'm not a surprise anymore, whimpered Gift. That's okay, said Box. I'm sure you will still delight. You think so? Sniffled Gift. I know so, said Box. You will dazzle. What's underneath that wrapping paper?
Giraffe.
You think so?
Yeah, it is.
Mm.
Giraffes have yellow and black dots.
It looks kind of like, yeah, should we see? See. We're almost there, announced Box. I'm going to miss you, whispered Gift. I'm going to miss you too, whispered Box. Oh. Thunk. They've arrived. What is it? Said Sophia. They've arrived at Sophia's front door, see?
Oh,
You know how exciting it is when a package comes? She's pretty excited, huh? Let's see what happens. Gift had finally arrived. Gift and Box were no longer a package. Somebody's right here. Rip! See what Gift is? Yeah.
it's a giraffe.
You see?
It doesn't just say whip. Whip is actually spelled R-I-P, but it has some extra P's.
It does. You're very observant. That's so you say it with a lot of emphasis, not just rip, but rip.
It's hard to actually make the actual sound effect of it.
It is very hard.
Andy.
It is very hard. What great observations. Gift had brought delight. Box had protected Gift. Their journey had ended. Their time together was over. Oh, it's kind of sad, isn't it? I'll flatten the box and recycle it, said Mama. No, said Sophia, I want the box too. Gift was no longer a gift. Box was no longer a box. Together they were, what do you think Sophia's going to make from box?
Airplane.
I think someone's read the book. And right you are. They were much more than a package. And you know what this says? Grandma bound. That means they're returning to see Grandma. Yeah? The end. So I want to tell you a little bit about how I got the idea for this book.
Well, we were going to talk about the title page.
I asked you to remind me, right?
And here we are.
Thank goodness you're here.
I have hope for the future. These kids are brilliant.
Boy. Here's what's called the title page. And the title page has some clues in it about what Grandma gives Sophia. You want to take a close look you all and see what you think? Can you see the clue?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? You want to show me? Now, why is that a clue? What's
Because
going
it has the giraffe on it.
Yeah, good eyes. Yeah, there's some, it looks like Grandma and Sophia had a special time visiting giraffes, maybe at the zoo. And it was very special to them, so that's why she sent a giraffe, yeah? Yeah. So, thank you so much. And I'm going to show you some things and tell you about how I got the idea for this story. This is where the idea started. Ideas start in funny ways, you know? They do. So, I was going at the very start of the pandemic to visit my 100-year-old aunt in Mamaroneck, New York. And what do you buy someone who's 100? I bought her a little chocolate mouse and put it in a box and put it in my duffel bag. And I immediately thought, oh no, how am I really going to protect this little mouse inside this big bag? And we're going to travel by what? By car, by 2 trains, by cab to see her. So we were going to go on a long journey, just like Gift and Boxes. And that's when I got the idea about what's called the journey story, traveling, and about a little bit of friendship between what was inside the box and the outside of the box. Because I was so worried about taking care of it, protecting it. So the other thing that happened, there are a number of things that went into making the story. And one was, I knew exactly what was going to happen, but I had more ideas about the characters, Gift and Box. And that comes from experience, parents on a long car trip with kids. Is that familiar? When we went with our daughter, Jenny, when she was 3 years old, we traveled on just a 6-hour trip. And you know how many times she asked, when will we be there? Has that ever happened to you? When you just don't know and you got to know and you have to ask and you have to ask. Guess how many times she asked?
How many?
Well, I'm asking you to guess.
10?
10? Okay.
40?
40?
I said 40.
40.
Please be alone.
30.
Oh, 30. Okay, we've got a 10, a 30. Yeah.
100,269.
That's a pretty high number. Well, she asked 93 times. And if she hadn't napped for half an hour, we would have broken 100. But parents had fun counting, right? And another thing that kind of formed my ideas about the character, that Box is sort of parent-like. You probably heard that in the words, and Gift is sort of kid-like. And here's another thing that contributed to the ideas. So this is me when I was little with my cousin Stevie, and I loved playing with cardboard boxes. Do you guys like playing with boxes? In them, making things, thumbs up? Yeah. Best activity ever. And I wanted to show you a picture of what it looks like inside a sorting facility. Remember when they were on a conveyor belt? And here's another. Huh?
The other side was a conveyor belt.
Yes, yeah. Isn't that something? Yeah, so during college, I had a friend who worked overnight in a postal sorting facility, and I was always amazed by his stories, how boxes were thrown around. So, let's see. Does anybody have any questions? We can also do questions afterwards. Yes?
I have 2 things.
2 things? You have 2 questions?
Usually, things like sometimes like come out of something, then start holding on to something, and then go somewhere, and then they have like a special voice that they go to.
That's exactly
And
what the sorting facility does.
And also, there's also a place, there's also an ice cream place that Jenny's. It's called Jenny.
Okay. Those are wonderful comments. Thank you very much. Yes, a question?
Why is this arrow on top?
Well, sometimes boxes have, I think, even this box with a picture of me, doesn't it have an arrow on it? Yeah, pointing down, because it's kind of funny. It says front up, furniture. So you're actually, when you're moving it tells you the way you're not supposed to turn it over, but, you know.
It's a good question.
It wasn't carrying furniture anymore, it was carrying us, so it didn't matter. So the arrow tells you the direction the box should be in. So, how about we start the musical portion of our program? Yes?
Sure.
And what we're going to do is we're going to sing 3 songs, and grown-ups, we encourage you to sing along, to sing with us. And they are songs related to the themes or ideas in the book. The first song is a silly song about mailing something. Okay. The second song is a song about friendship. You know, there was a friendship between Gift and Box. Yeah. And the third song is a song about airplanes. We all know why, right? And you get to be airplanes at the end, okay?
Yay.
So I'll turn it over to the musician here.
All right, this song is written by Woody Guthrie for all you grown-ups, for his children. And it's called I'm a Musician. And it's called I'm Gonna Mail Myself to You. And it's kind of a silly song. I'm gonna put stamps on my head. I'm gonna climb in the mailbox. You'll get me in your mailbox. It's not anything you would.
myself to you.
It's not anything you would actually do. It's just kind of a funny
We
song.
don't want you getting in the mailbox.
You sort of think
This is
about
just
it,
a silly song, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper. I'm gonna dab myself with glue. Stick some stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna tie me up in red string. I'm gonna tie me ribbons too. I'm gonna climb up in my mailbox. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper. I'm gonna wrap myself in glue. Stick some stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Good, Eli. When you find me in your mailbox, cut the string and let me out. Wash the glue off of my fingers, put some candy in my mouth. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper. I'm gonna dab myself with glue. Stick some stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you.
It's like old times.
So the next song is about friendship. And